My name is Dr. Ghassan Abu Sita. I am a plastic and reconstructive surgeon. I am a British Palestinian volunteer with Médecins Sans Frontières. This morning, upon the request of Al Ahli Hospital administration, I moved from Shifa Hospital to Al Ahli Hospital to help out with the treatment of some of the wounded, as the number of wounded had exceeded the number of beds in the hospital. We had been operating all day and had made the decision that in order to continue operating on these patients, I would stay behind and sleep at the hospital. In the evening, after we finished one of the surgeries, we heard a missile screech following by a huge explosion. As a result of the explosion, part of the ceiling of the operating room fell. As I moved towards the outside of the operating room and towards the emergency department, we could see bodies of children piled up, both dead, not moving, and wounded. There were several who had been amputated. I tended to a man who had his leg blown off at the thigh. We then carried on trying to resuscitate the patient. When the ambulance came, I decided to help out by carrying one of the wounded who had had a shrapnel in his neck into the ambulance. As I was walking towards the ambulance, there were body parts everywhere, and there were bodies piled up in the courtyard of the hospital. I then got into the ambulance and escorted the patient back to Shifa Hospital. This morning, when I drove into the hospital, I noted how full the hospital courtyard was, with families who had sought refuge inside the hospital, thinking that it would be a safe haven. It's these very same families who are now either dead or critically wounded as a result